بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله آله وصحبه ومن والاه. اللهم تقبل منا صيامنا وصلاتنا وقيامنا. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وتقصيرنا وإسرافنا. اللهم طهر قلوبنا وذلل لخدمتك وطاعتك جوارحنا. A brief Khatirah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Qur'an in Surat Az-Zumar, فَإِذَا مَسَّ الْإِنسَانَ ضُرٌّ دَعَانَا. When the human being is touched by harm, he calls upon us. ثُمَّ إِذَا خَوَّلْنَاهُ نِعْمَةً مِنَّا قَالَ إِنَّمَا أُوتِيتُهُ عَلَى عِلْمٍ. And then thereafter, when we bestow upon him grace from us, he, that is the human being, says, I have been given this on account of knowledge I have. SubhanAllah. When we are sick, when we are distressed, when we are in pain, we seek the means by which to relieve all of that. And we turn to Allah Azza wa Jal, to God, in prayer. And we invoke Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we plead and we beseech Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove the pain, the harm, the difficulty, the stress, the illness. And then when that happens after a while, for example, we went to the doctors, we went to the hospital, we did some maybe public relations work, and then somehow things were better. And then the way we behave, the way in general the human being behaves, and then reminiscing and remembering when he was sick, or when he was poor, or when she was distressed, or when she was in calamity. And the answer is, well, this is on account of knowledge. For example, say, oh man, look at what the technology in medicine has done. You know, when we read this ayah, we don't think it talks to us, because we're not truly sincere with ourselves. When you or I say after that, oh man, look what the medical technology does, that's exactly إِنَّمَا أُوتِيتُهُ عَلَى عِلْمٍ. See? It's our knowledge, our scientific knowledge that led to that. And that's our response. SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. Allah Azza wa Jal relieves us, gives us respite and relief by means and by no means. Allah is the creator of the means and the no means, which we perceive as no means, by the way. Allah Azza wa Jal is He. He says it is He who created the ship. Yet when we see who made the ship, we see human beings making the ship. Who made a space shuttle? Who made a carrier on the sea? The human beings have made them. But Allah Azza wa Jal says to us, all of that is His creation in a sense and in a dimension you do not perceive. ومن آياته in Surah Yasin, الفلك Well, I know all those ayat are correct, but just that one ayat. Nevertheless, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to us that of His signs is that He created for you the fulk on which you ride in the sea. Surat Yasin. وآية لهم أن حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون. You see that? Allah Azza wa Jal is as a sign for them is we have carried the children, the generations of human beings after Nuh alayhi salam in the ship. And then he says subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we create of the same that which they do not know. مِن مِثْلِهِ مَا يَرْكَبُونَ. مِن مِثْلِهِ, that which is made by human beings, manufactured, the like of it, to mount, to ride on, to travel in, which they yet do not know. And that comes under that category, everything. The airplanes, the space shuttles, the ships, and whatever the future is going to bring. So Allah says, it is He who created that. Yet, every human being says, this is our knowledge. This is our ilm. SubhanAllah. A human being was complaining about, for example, the scarcity of means of transportation, and human beings are becoming too much and so on, too many, and the means of transportation are not commensurate and consistent with the number of human beings we have, and that's a problem. That's a gham, that's a ham. That's something to complain about, isn't it? That's a darar. And then when Allah Azza wa Jal brings to us an answer to that, a solution, the human beings see only what they have done, and they say, this is, we have done that on account of the ilm. That's another example. Or like when I'm sick, I go to the doctor, I go to the hospital, or whatever we do in the realm of medicine and so on, we have done that. Technology has done that. Muslims, men and women who believe in God, talk like that, and believe even that, and have, it seems sometimes, a conviction that that's what does the job. Just like one who has no iman in the divine. ثم إذا خولناه نعمة منا قال إنما أوتيته على علم بل هي فتنة ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون. Nay, it is a trial, and most of them do not know. Most of them do not know. Subhanallah. My dear brothers and sisters, we live in a world in which the advances in science and in technology through that science are becoming incredibly powerful and quick and overwhelming. This is very interesting. This is a ni'mah from Allah, but most human beings, لا يعلمون, would say, we did that. I warn myself and you, lest I and you will behave that way in our lives and in the future. When the Dajjal comes with a lot of powers. The power to give life. You never know what that would mean when he comes, and inshallah I won't be there. You never know that the extent of that fitna and where the level of human scientific technology has reached, and whether the concept of Dajjal has anything to do perhaps with that concept of technology and science. And instead of Allah Azza wa Jal, we, many human beings, instead ascribe those powers to other than Allah. Either i'tiqadan or amalan. There are those who really believe that, that's worse, or people in the way they comport themselves, in the way we behave. We behave as though we believe that it is not from Allah. And that's terrible, but it's not as horrible as the first case, i'tiqadan. My dear brothers and sisters, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us enough in this dunya to be safe in this dunya and to meet Him subhanahu wa ta'ala in a state of safety. قَلِيلٌ يَكْفِينِي خَيْرٌ مِّن كَثِيرٍ يُطْغِينِي. Little bit that suffices me at any level. It's not only about food and clothing and shelter and drink. Knowledge is knowledge. Nowadays, knowledge is what? Knowledge. Some people will have some knowledge that would lead them to tughyan, isn't it? Ya Allah, give me just enough so that I live nobly and with dignity and in worship of you in this dunya. And don't give me more than that, whether it is wealth or power or knowledge, that would make me rebellious. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ against you in my life. اللهم استرنا واعف عنا وعافنا والطف بنا ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا ولا إلى جهدنا ولا إلى أسبابنا ولا إلى شيء من مخلوقك طرفة عين واصلح لنا شأننا كله وصلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله الطاهرين وأصحابه الميامين والتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.